Morning guys, it's Saturday the 28th of March 2020. I want to start this video off by saying I hope everybody's staying safe, following government guidelines and basically keeping themselves out of harm's way. According to government guidelines, we are allowed to attend our allotment as long as we're on our own or with family members only. So I'm up here, obviously feeding the birds, taking that as a priority, and making sure they're all fed and watered as a very minimum. Prior to arriving this morning, I went to get a few basic essentials. I never moved out of the house all week, and I stood in a queue for almost an hour at Aldi. However, I want to say, and I want to congratulate them in the way they've organised their shopping. Basically, they have queues outside, 6 feet apart, minimum distance. Trolleys, handles are all disinfected. However, I had my mask and gloves on anyways. And even inside the shop, most people were abiding by the 6 foot rule, 2 metres. There were 1 or 2 individuals with a total disregard, it has to be said, just wandering around like there was nothing going on at all. Totally, completely oblivious to their surroundings, just cutting up in front of people and pushing people around. Not good. However, 99% of the individuals were all following guidelines, and that was nice to see. A massive change from when I did go in last week, although I had the gloves and mask on and managed to keep myself as far away as I could. It's much better now. The next thing I want to do is mention the NHS. Without these people, we just couldn't even begin to imagine how the world will turn out. I have family who work in the NHS, and my heart goes out to them. Being on that front line, day in and day out, dealing with other people's problems and risking their own lives. I can't possibly show my gratitude in words or thanks for what they are doing for the country and the world in general. So, a personal thank you from me. I congratulate you all in your courage. The courage that you show is the equivalent of the soldiers that had to go to war. You are basically facing a war, but an unseen one. And I can't thank you enough. And I hope everybody joins me in comments below to show the gratitude and support for the National Health System. You guys are absolutely amazing. And let's hope and pray that you're all safe. Thank you. Okay guys, so we really would be in a strange place without the National Health Service, all the essential drivers, food stores, shop assistants, and the list goes on. Without these people, we would be in a far worse position than we are today. So the very least we can do is respect government guidelines and follow everything accordingly. For our own safety and for the health and safety of everyone in the world. Thanks for listening to me guys. I know I do sometimes drivel on a bit, but I really do appreciate you watching my videos. And if you have any comments, please put them in the comments section below. If you aren't subscribed already, please do subscribe. In the first couple of clips you'll have seen we're showing you just how healthy, thankfully, the chickens still are. And then I had a little walk to the garden. And ironically, after all the rain that we've had some really good, really gorgeous weather. And I even had to water the plants today because you could see some of the flowers were basically dying. They hadn't had any water, and I've never been near for a week. And I don't intend to, even though I'm working from home, I don't intend to even come up here other than at the weekends. The gentleman who feeds the birds and waters for me, I had a conversation with him to see if he was still happy to do so. as I didn't want him putting himself under any unnecessary risk. But he assured me, as he's got his own birds to feed and has to attend every day anyways, it was no hardship to do my birds as well. So a massive thanks to Ken as well. That's really appreciated. So, going stir crazy like everybody, stuck in four walls, it's not pleasant, but I'm doing it, and it's a necessity. You might say and argue with me that, well, you're outside now and you're up at the allotment. Yes, I am. According to government guidelines, we're allowed to do it. I'm less than a quarter of a mile away from home, and I have my mask on, gloves on, and I protect myself the best I can and the public by keeping my distance. In more cases than enough, more than 20 feet away. So, I hope I'm being sensible for my own health and everybody else's. But I really needed to get some fresh air today. So, please bear with me, guys. As I say, I am being sensible, and I hope everyone else is. So that's it for now. I'm going to have a quick cup of coffee. I'm just in the middle of having a cup of coffee now. And if I get a chance to show you anything else around the allotment, then I will. I won't be hanging around too long. I'll be doing the bare essentials, filling up the corn bins, making sure all the water bottles are filled up for the hens and the pigeons. Might do one shed today, give it a general clean out, and a little potter in the greenhouse, perhaps even plant a few seeds. Oh, by the way, guys, just to let you know, the chickens are doing amazing at the moment. In less than a week, I've got 6 dozen eggs from those hens, and they will certainly come in handy in these times for getting food on the table. So yeah, absolutely brilliant. I'm over the moon. The nest boxes are working a treat. The eggs are much cleaner now, and as I said, the birds are now producing 6 dozen eggs in less than a week. So by tomorrow I'll probably have 7 dozen, approximately 7 dozen out of 30 hens. That's pretty good going at this time of year, and not all of them are on there yet. So we'll catch you later, guys. I'm just going to finish the coffee, and if I get anything else done, I'll give you a quick tour around. Bye. So just another quick update, guys. I've just been into the shed to check on the corn supplies for the birds, and I now have a bit of a dilemma, realising I've only got approximately a week or perhaps 2 weeks worth of food there, supplies for the chickens and the pigeons. I phoned the local guy who I get my pigeon corn from, and he's telling me that they can't get deliveries through. So I'm really starting to fret now over how I'm going to feed the birds. I've just made a phone call to the local farm to see if they are still selling wheat. I used to buy wheat off them. They're mixing with the layers pellets and mixed corn for the chickens. Now, it's not an ideal feed for pigeons. However, it needs must. So I phoned the local farm and I can't get through, unfortunately. So I've left a voicemail asking them to give me a call back to see if they have somewhere that they can sell me some wheat. And even if I have nothing else, if I can just at least feed them with wheat, the birds will all survive and still be healthy. We'll just need to cut the feed back a bit because it's rather fattening. But that's better than nothing. So I'm just waiting on a phone call back, hopefully, from the farm to say if they can provision 15 or 20 bags of feed at the end of their loaning with an honesty box or something like that, where I can put the money in, or provide me with the bank details. I can do a bank transfer and then basically go to the farm at the end of the loaning and load my car up with the feed and get it here. So I'm not sure how this is all going to pan out, guys, but we'll keep you updated. I'll obviously have to start looking for the other alternatives as well, just to see if there's any farm suppliers anywhere that is actually still selling feed. So we'll keep you posted with that one, guys, but at least for now, as I say, maybe a week or even 2 weeks at a stretch, I still have enough food for the birds. So we'll keep you posted on what happens with that, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you later. Bye. Okay, guys, so we've just finished off cleaning the pigeons out of one of the sheds. It's also dawned on me that I'm running very short on the wood chips for the bedding. So I'm hoping and praying that I can get hold of some more of those as well. So I've had to be very sparse with the covering that I've given on the floor this time. As I have 1 or 2 more sheds that need a bit of a clean. So I'll just spin you around now and let you take a look at the birds. So here we are, guys. Shed cleaned out again. I'll give you oh, my camera's playing up again. I'll give you a little bit of a look round at some of the birds. All these birds in here, by the way, are cock birds. They're all males. They've all been separated since last year, and there's no breeding taking place in here. They're absolutely going mental to breed, but unfortunately I won't be breeding this year. I've got enough to do and enough on my mind without actually breeding any surplus birds that I may not be able to move on. So yeah, that's another shed all cleaned out, guys. Birds are absolute picture of health, and that's the way I want it to stay. Back again, guys. Right, so as you've seen in the last clip, that's the worst shed cleaned out, basically. The one, when I say worst, I mean it was the one that was the closest to really requiring a clean. So that's all cleaned out now, and I feel a lot better. The other sheds, obviously every day they fill up with pigeon manure. But the deep litter system works extremely well, and you get 3 or 4 weeks on each individual shed. So what I do is I just take the worst before it gets too bad, and we get it all cleaned out, and we do what we did today. So that's another job, as they say, which I'm rather pleased with. When I looked in the corn store, I've actually got a bit less feed than I thought I had, because some of the bags were shavings, not food for the birds. So it transpires that I've got enough shavings for the time being, but I normally buy me corn in bulk, and I buy 30-40 bags at a time, and I have one day, and I basically load the car up several trips, and I have one shed that's just dedicated to storing all the feed. But I am getting down pretty low at the moment, and I hadn't realised just how low. So I still haven't had a phone call back from the farm yet either to say whether I can get some wheat from the farm. If I don't hear anything back and they haven't picked up the voicemail, I might give them another call later, but as yet I still haven't heard anything. So we're still in a bit of limbo with that one. I might go down to the local mulberry store on the way home just to see if they are open, and if they are, fill the boot up with whatever I can. Obviously with my gloves and mask on, and get as much as I can so I can bring it up with me tomorrow, and at least keep me ticking over and put my mind at rest. So I'm just having this cup of coffee again now, guys, and then I'm not going to do much more, but I'm going to go in the greenhouse and I'm going to set a few seeds. Certainly the tomatoes and cucumbers, we need to get them on the way. So I'm not potting a massive amount, trays and trays and trays of them. I'm going to put 8 to 10 plants of each of what I want in, and just hope for the best that they all survive, and then pick out the healthiest of those plants, and even narrow it down to 4 tomato plants, 2 or 3 cucumber plants, and we'll put a number of lettuce in though, just in case, and salads, because they're quick going, and they crop for a long time if you just take the leaves rather than take the entire plant. So they'll keep us going for a little while. So again, all this is all proviso on how things turn out and how much of a lockdown we go. It might turn out that I can't come back here at all, and in which case I've got a dilemma, especially with the animals. I'm going to assume that we are allowed to go and still feed our animals, but being sensible about it, as I am being. So for now, guys, I'm just going to finish this cup of coffee. I'm going to plant a few seeds, get them watered in, leave them to their own devices, and we'll give you a bit of an update when I've got that done. And then I'm probably going to make my way home and get some food. So thanks for watching again, guys, and we'll catch you later. Bye. Hey guys, so I'm now in the polytunnel, and as you can see, I was watching through the bags and I forgot I got these. I got myself some strawberry plants, so I'm just getting them put in now as they're actually starting to make an appearance. And for £2 you get 3 strawberry plants, which are bare root plants basically. These 3 here are Silver, just a Wilco special. But as you can see, 2 of them had already started to make an appearance, and the 3rd one is basically still bare root. Now the secret with these guys is not to plant the crown below the soil. So in this instance, you can see a bit clearer. You have to leave the crown proud of the actual soil. If you don't do that, then basically what will happen is the plant will die. We've got a bit of fertiliser on there as well. We're going to get those watered in shortly. So I actually got 2 packets, so 6 plants in total. And these 3 are Allotment 3 bare root plants, again for £2. And I was beginning to think I'd been shortchanged for a little while. There's one there, there's one there, and I couldn't find the other one for ages, and then I suddenly found it. It's this little one here. So that's the 3rd one. They'll all have an equal chance. So I'm just putting a bit of dry stuff in the bottom with a bit of feed, and then I'm using a bit of fresh compost and putting some of the compost they were already in back in as well, and that'll just give them a better start. Okay guys, so I'll crack on with potting these up, and we'll give you another quick look when I'm finished. Okay guys, so we've finished planting off now. So basically I've got 3 strawberry plants in there, and as I said earlier, those are the Silver. So there's 3 in there, all watered in now. We'll leave them to their own devices. This is just a multi-sown little tray with iceberg lettuce. Next to that we've got 3 more strawberry plants planted and watered, and as I say, these are the Allotment. On this side here, got 2 little propagators here with quite a multitude of seeds. So we've got some spring onion in 8 cells scattered, so there should be quite a number in there. And then moving on, we've got all your cauliflower. We just put 8 plants in there, and then next to that we have cucumber. There only was 7 seeds, so 7 of those cells have a seed in. We've got plum tomatoes in here, and I've put 8 in, so that's 2 in a cell in the first 4. Never grown plum tomatoes before. This will be a first, but I don't want 8 plants. I put them in just to see that I get something out. Then we've got the Californian wonder peppers. We've got 8 in there, and then next to that we've got some chilli, and we've put 8 plants in there as well. So I actually thought I had all my seeds up here, but it turns out I haven't. I wanted to get some normal tomato plants in, but it's about the only thing I haven't managed to get in at the moment. I've got the lettuces in, spring onions are in, cauliflowers. I haven't got any cabbage in yet. I might put some spring cabbage in next weekend. We have got some tomato plants in. As I say, I won't be taking that many, but we might try one or two of them. We've got the strawberries in that I completely forgot I'd even purchased, and as I say, they are trying to make an appearance already without any water. Multi-sown lettuce, we do eat a lot of lettuce, and all watered in. So basically, that's it in here, guys, for now. So it's just another little job, and a few plants started off, so that gets us on our way. Catch you later, guys. Bye. Okay, guys. So a quick roundup for today. Basically, that's it. I'm doing no more. I don't want to hang around too much today. So a couple of jobs done. Got the feed bins filled up. We've got the water bottles done. Got the plants watered over in the garden. Got one shed cleaned out, and all the birds fed and watered, obviously. I've just in the shed now got the kettle on again now, ready for another cup of coffee. So I've got one more job I want to do before I go home, and that's well, two more jobs actually. So the first one is to just go and give the chickens' nest boxes a quick scrape and a sweep down, just to get the dry sludge out of the nest boxes, to keep the eggs clean and keep them rolling down the box out of the way. So that's the last job I'll be doing up here, but I want to try and get down and see if Mulberry Hill is open. I've still had no phone call back from the farm, and I've tried ringing again twice. So I want to get in there and see if it's open, and see if I can get hold of a bit of pigeon corn. I'm still okay with the hens for a while, but I need to get hold of some pigeon corn, ideally before the weekend's out, so just to put my mind at peace, basically. So again, I just want to say thanks to the NHS for everything they're doing. We all really do appreciate everything that you're doing. We want to thank farmers, lorry drivers, shop assistants, the fire brigade, the soldiers, the police, and everybody who's trying to keep everybody safe and healthy and provide for us. It's stayed nice and dry all day, guys. It's been sunny, but as you can probably hear, it's blown an absolute hooligan up here. I don't know where you are, but it is here. It's almost gale force winds, but I've actually enjoyed being out in the fresh air. So I need to get this cup of coffee, one last job with the chickens, cleaning the boxes down and sweeping them out, and then I need to go and see if I can find some pigeon corn from somewhere. So thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned. Comment in your sections below. If you aren't subscribed already, please do so, and follow me along on Alan's Allotment. We've got the plants in there now as well, and we'll see how they do next weekend. Okay, guys, we'll give you an update the next time I make a video. Thanks for watching. Take care and stay safe. Bye. Okay, guys, so just a bit of a quick update. I've just had some good news. I've just had a phone call from the farm informing me that she can provision me with some bags of wheat and provide a honesty box, which I'll obviously honour. And she knows me well, and I've bought feed off her for many years now. The good news is she is still allowing the sale of the wheat. So tomorrow I will duly be going to the farm to get some food for the birds. I did call into Mulberry Hill, as I said I was going to do, on the way home, and they only had about 4 bags of pigeon corn left on the shelf, and it was limited to 1 bag per customer. Now obviously the number of birds that I have, that wasn't going to last more than a week. It wasn't going to last more than a couple of days actually, between the amount of birds I have, but I already have some left still, as I said. So we're going to get 10 or 15 bags of wheat tomorrow, 25 kilo bags, and that's going to keep me going for a little while. That really has put my mind at rest. So I just thought I'd give you guys an update as well, just to let you know that we've managed to get something sorted out, and at least the livestock isn't going to suffer as a result. So just a quick update, guys, and thanks for watching. Bye.